Alright guys, let's talk about face masks. And in particular, we're talking about face masks and beards. If we're being politically correct, we also have to talk to you ladies with beards. Let's talk about face masks. So when this coronavirus pandemic hit January, February, March of 2020, I did a little bit of research on face masks because I know that if you're going to wear a face mask properly, you're going to have to shave your beard to get a proper seal. From what I understand, this is the reason why people in the military don't have beards, because they need to get that proper seal in case they have to don a face mask. I don't know if that's true, but it makes sense to me. So, when this coronavirus was hitting the news in early 2020, I did a little bit of research, and a nice full face mask with the charcoal filters, they are running about $200, $250 a piece. And I figured for my family of 6, because I got 6 people to look out after now, it'd be about $1,000 to $2,000 worth of equipment to get face masks. I don't know if that was a viable option at the time, and I didn't jump on the gun because I didn't know how serious this coronavirus was going to be, and now you can't get them on Amazon. So, second best option now is one of these other face masks that does not meet the high, I believe it's called an N95 rating. N95, N99. Actually, the face masks I was looking into are N99. So that's even higher than the N95 rating. So, back when I lived in Northern Virginia, shortly after the 9/11 attacks, there was a lot of media hype about gas attacks from terrorist organizations. So they strongly encouraged you to buy a roll of plastic and duct tape and masks, face masks, and rubber gloves. So I did that. I bought all that crap, and I bought a bunch of these cheap face masks. Now these are not N95. They don't meet any rating. As far as I know, I can't read Chinese, so I'm 100% sure these do not meet any kind of stringent government testing. So I figured, well, if we're going to put on a face mask, these are what I got. The crap hits the fan that I'm going to have to shave my beard and put on one of these to get a proper seal. But I figured this is such a crappy filtration system anyways. There's really no point in shaving a beard because it's just porous. These are not N95. They're not a good rating anyway, so what's the point? A lot of my friends shave their beards. They look silly. But hey, I understand what you gotta do. You gotta look out after your family. That's fine. I respect that. But you guys look silly. You do. Grow it back. Looks great. So I got this big ass beard. I figured putting on one of these is not effective because I get all this air coming in from behind into my face mask. So one of my relatives, my wife's relatives, offered to make a face mask and mail it. And I figured, well, she's sending it, might as well. This is not effective. Ideally, what would have been great is if I had a big ass thing that covered from my nose all the way past my beard so I could tuck my beard into it. That would have been awesome. Not 100% effective, but it would have been better than this. So for the last few months, this is what I've been doing. I've been putting on this blue mask, and that basically seals all the way up here. Now I know I got air entry at the bottom. It's just not great, and this face mask it's not N95. So I've been doubling up the face mask by putting this on and tucking all of my beard into the face mask. Now this is not 100% effective, I realize that, but I mean, it's better than just the blue mask, I figured. And it keeps my beard from getting contaminated, I guess you could say. As long as I sanitize my hands before I do this and after this. Keep those hands clean. This is what I've been doing for a couple of months. It would have been better if this mask was a little higher and I can get double filtration. This has been working for me. Can't really complain too much about it. In the meantime, I went on Amazon. I looked for other solutions. Now let's review this. I got a couple solutions. I got one of these sport masks, and it came in a 2-pack. I have not opened this one. I don't want to contaminate it. It came as a 2-for-1. So this is one of these that looks like a jock strap once it's on your face. I don't like that. I mean, looks like I got a. It's like a jock strap. So this goes on my face. And then I also bought one of these. These neck scarf things. And so what I do now is double up. And now it doesn't look like a jock strap so much. And now it's protecting my beard. It's filtering better than the cloth. I can just feel that less air is getting through. Problem with this is after a few minutes in the store, I start getting a little lightheaded because I'm sure I'm not getting enough oxygen. So that's the con. Pro is it's actually filtering. Con is it's tough to use. One thing I don't like about this are these valves. I thought these were one-way valves. However, I put my mouth on it and I can blow in and out on it. Well, I guess mostly to slow in, so I know it's not 100% filtering the air. It's probably getting more like I don't know, not 100%, but so what I did, I was a little worried about this mask also comes with this activated carbon filter. Not this, I added this. So I don't know how effective that is in filtering. What I did is I went to my local home broom store. I took one of those high-rated air filters. I tore it apart. This is what I got. This is it's not HEPA rated. You should get a HEPA rated. However, I couldn't find a HEPA, so I got one of the highest rated filters. It was a 1900 rate. I cut a square out like this. I took my carbon filter out. I traced where that hole was. And I cut a hole where the hole was. Then I kind of trimmed around, put that in there, put the other filter on top, and then kind of just trimmed the edges so everything would tuck nicely into there. So now I got 2 filtrations. I got this carbon filter that came with it, and I got this Filtrete filter media. I have not actually used this in the field, and I think it's going to be even tougher to use. So that solves filtration on this part of the mask. However, that doesn't solve these air vents, which I know are not 100% effective. So what I also did, give me a second here, I lost my, oh, it's on my neck. So what I also did, now this face mask, this neck mask, comes with a pack of filters. You get 2 masks and you get a pack of filters. What I don't like about these are just charcoal filters. They etched PM 2.5, which is an actual just focus on that. It's an actual reading. However, this is from China, and I don't trust any reading that comes from China. They can put anything on there without legal repercussions from any sort of government. Is it PM 2.5? Probably not, but it's a filter. It's a small filter, so it doesn't cover much. So what it is, I cut this Put that in here. So this is my setup then. I got the double layer, got the carbon filter that comes with it, the filter I cut from filter media, and because it feels like it's not filtering 100% because of these little air vents, and to protect the beard, keep that clean. Use this, like I was saying, this little filter thing here that you insert, it's a little difficult putting in the pocket, and then it feels it's all bunched up when it finally does get in the pocket. It's not, plus it's such a small area. I mean, how much of your face is it really covering, that little patch? It's too small. It's too small to filter anything. So while I appreciate it has a filter, I mean, just covering your little nose, covering this much of your face just doesn't make sense to me. So we're gonna add this filter material, and then hopefully that'll cover these ports that are leaking. I'm sure they're leaking. Camera is slipping. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to make sure I always have this facing the correct way. You can't flip that around once you install it. What I do is put a piece of, I'm going to write on it put in, that's always going to face in. You don't want the dirty side contacting your face once that's all done. And now that protects my beard. And hopefully I'm doing the right thing, protecting my family. Not going to get too paranoid about it, but I mean, I can't afford to take 2 weeks off in quarantine. So like I was saying, this is my setup. I feel like that's filtering all the air, or at least 99.9% of my air. And that's keeping my beard clean. So if this, what somebody really needs to do is invent some sort of a face mask for people with beards, so that the beard gets tucked up in the mask, I think. But I did a search, I could not find anything. This is what the solution I have to come up with. Alright, so this just happened. I want to do a little addendum to my review. I was folding up my guard and I noticed that this clip had detached from the actual mask. There was no way for me to force that back into the hole. Once it comes out, I guess. So I just took the whole thing off. I mean, there's no point having a loose clip. So I'm not too pleased with that. But I mean, otherwise it still fits. Still fits okay. But yeah, we're missing. I don't think there's any air coming through this spot with all the padding and all that stuff we got going on here, but whatever, that would have been nice to have. What can you do? It's broken. Just I think that mask lasted me half a dozen times before that clip broke. So I suppose I could drill those out, get some rivets with washers, make it work, but I mean, I don't know. Just that's what happened. So if this was helpful to you, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, comment anything below, share this video, and check out my Amazon wish list. I have a little Amazon wish list. If you want to buy me something, that'd be pretty cool. I would appreciate it. Stay tuned for other helpful videos. Thanks for watching.